What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 107 of the weekly comic wrap up, the show where we go through the FOC picks of the week by our brother Lefteros, bring you immediately, right after that, the market report, and we top it off with the hot topics. But we're throwing in some other cool stuff along the way. What is that? Well, you remember last week we had Steve. Yeah, this is Steve. Steve's back. He's going to make a quick appearance tonight and, of course, give us an update on his comic journey because he's new to comics and we are living our original experiences when we joined the hobby through Steve. It is so fun to see his reactions and his feedback, all of that good stuff. So, yeah, Steve will be here in just a bit. But very quickly, I want to give you guys all a quick reminder that Comic Legion goes live tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. They go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with their new Comic Book Day claim sale, in which you guys can go and pick up the books that are dropping this week. So if you didn't pre-order any of the books that are coming out this week, you may have missed one. You may have a little bit of FOMO, whatever it is. You have the opportunity to pick up your books. Don't get bit by FOMO. Please don't. But yeah, you can pick them up. They are live. It's hosted by Lefteros himself. And, of course, with Chia Pet. Always a good time. They always bring the information as well. And it's always fun to hear their takes on the books that are coming out each single week. So make sure to tune into that. It's a good Sunday, guys. I won my first fantasy pool game because the last two games I've done horrible. The last 2 weeks were horrible for me. It's not good. I'm losing all my players. But it is what it is. All right. You guys saw the Covrprice new schedule already. Things have shifted. It's kicked off. So we kick off tonight, of course, with weekly comic wrap up on this channel. But tomorrow, don't forget, we have the top 10. It is no longer on Tuesdays. It goes live on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday, we have the new Comic Book Day show that also goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. On Wednesdays, it's Comics Covered, which is now more interview focused. There's a guest making appearances almost every single week. Last week, we kicked it off with the first show. It was myself and John because Matt couldn't make it. And what a wonderful conversation with David Nakayama. If you guys missed that, please go catch the replay. It was such a good time. Nakayama is just a gem. Awesome dude. And it was so fun to just, talk about some of, his journey along within comics, where he, it stemmed from where he came from. And just talk about some covers he's done that maybe people didn't know about and some other fun stuff. It was a great conversation, but definitely check it out. And then, of course, the week ends every week on Thursdays with the OGs. That's right. You've got Laura, you've got Marty, you've got Chris, and you've got Gabe. We'll bring you the Shakers every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Lords of the Long Box. It's always nice to see the crew together. And yeah, man, I miss hanging out with them. I'll be honest. I really do. But one gentleman that I missed hanging out with so much that I was hoping he was going to tell me he was free tonight. And also because I didn't want to go 6 months, guys. You saw what happened last time without hanging with Cliff. Yeah, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. But I love this man so much. I love talking comics with him. And he's always a great time. Just make sure you've got your volume lowered just a little bit for tonight because we've got Cliff. What's up, man?
How are you? I got to tell you, my cousin was rolling on the floor because she told me on my last trip to Canada, which was a couple of weeks ago, she told me to tone it down before I went to go see my uncle. And I said, okay, I can lower my register and I can talk like this when I go to see you. And she goes, no, Cliff, that is weird, right? Like, don't do that. And I was like, all right. I was like, I can do my straight voice. What is your straight voice? I was like, well, you see, the trick is I can't enunciate because enunciation's gay. And like, she's like, why do you sound like a Midwestern American? I was like, that's the only voice like I can do when I'm doing straight Cliff, So anyhow, she was like, she almost rolled over her dog. She was laughing so hard. It was great.
The fact that you could switch just so quickly into a different voice like that.
I've been practicing ever since Heroes Con when Izzy, Cup of Comics, and I pulled over at a Golden Corral / Superstation, and I went to the bathroom, gorgeous wooden doors, and in it had Kill All F at GS on the door carved in with a knife. And I got out of that bathroom. I was like, oh no, fellas, we got to get going. Grab your in the car. Get in the car quick. And then the car door, I slammed the car door, put up the seatbelt, like, drive, Izzy, drive.
That was amazing. What a story, dude. What a story. I love how you said we gotta go in your voice. Oh, you're already killing me, and we're not even 6 minutes into this show, dude. I love it. But yo, Cliff, so happy to have you back. You were just in Canada, like you said. You went to visit family. Did you do any shopping? I know you told me you bought something.
I did.
Outside of comics.
I spent $97 Canadian at the comic book shop in the PN. And it was great. I went there. I wanted to go first thing in the morning and pregame, but I couldn't. So I went there like the hour before closing Midwestern Cliff show. Let's do that one night. And like I was just scooping everything I could. I was just like Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen with Nightwing and Flamebird in, and I'm like 1 in 50 variant cover by Phil Jimenez, and I'm just digging and digging and digging, and I got there at 9:15. At 9:15, there was already a line, and I was rung up at 10:27 p.m. And I was like, damn, even with my pre-gaming. And then I was like all excited. I kept talking about my Jimenez cover, and all these young folk are like, oh, Jorge Jimenez. And I'm like, Phil Jimenez, how dare you? Not that I don't love me some Jorge. Jorge is a very talented, very gorgeous individual.
There you go. But yes, you clearly also bought yourself some refreshments. We were talking about this before going live. That's part of the reason why we were late, guys. We were a couple minutes late because Cliff had to absolutely
President's Choice.
Yep.
Free and clear, golden peach, available at Loblaws. That's right. This is a clear, crisp, refreshing beverage from Canada, made with stevia in place of sugar, because Canadians do over-the-counter right.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yo, it's so funny how much you enjoy that, because I don't even realize that we have such things, and like maybe there's a lack of appreciation when you see
No, there
this.
is. Our water. Have you ever seen like Saturday Night Live or other shows where they'll talk about sparkling water, and it's like, oh, it's got the essence of a pear, and I'm like, the essence of a pear. I want something that tastes like pear juice. I'll go to Canada and mess with these, and these actually taste like what they say they're supposed to taste like, you know?
Yeah.
And, by the way, Michael Baker, I haven't dealt with bagged milk in Canada in years. Y'all have changed your game. I mean, you still have bagged milk, like God bless.
Yeah.
But y'all have changed the game. You've got different cartons, different containers. You got widely different percentages than what we have. So I'm always like doing like mental gymnastics when I'm like, 14% dairy. Oh, okay. Is this what I want? And I'm like looking around, and I'm like, hi. And they're like, hi. I was like, which of these is whole milk? And they're like, sir. I'm like, in the United States, like 2 hours away from here, I can buy whole milk. Which of these is closest to that? And she's like, sir, I don't, the one with the red cap. I'm like,
that's amazing. Look, I'll be honest. Yes, bagged milk, it definitely still exists here in Canada. Many people use it.
Bagged milk is great.
Mostly those with young kids, families, and people baking a lot. That's for sure. But I can't go through that much milk in a week's time. But yeah,
Alex Lodemeyer, I would move to Canada in a heartbeat. Love it there, Alex. You may have to marry me, and we may have to make a run for it. I don't know.
I love it. But yes, man, I'm happy you made your way to Canada, and you'll be making your way soon. Hopefully we can get something going. Like I said, maybe we can do a quick meetup just to shoot the shit. It's been since Terrificon last year, so hopefully that happens. But even if it doesn't, we at least get to hang tonight. We are gonna, of course, run through some of the comic stuff all night long. We're going to bring you guys the FOC selections of the week, the market report, hot topics, and who better to do this with this week than you, Cliff. So I'm super excited that you came to join. That being said, chat, we see you. We are ready. Cliff, you're ready? We're going to hit the FOCs.
Ready.
Yeah, let's go. All right, guys, it's time for the FOC selections of the week for September 22nd. And of course, the picks are by none other than Lefteros. So if you're not following him already on Instagram, please do so. It's very simple, at Lefteros. And of course, he also has his articles, his write ups for as to why he selected these books that he selected this week. Now, if you want to order any of these books and you live in the United States, you can go visit comicnation.us. They give you 15% off of the cover price every single week, but get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. And if you're in Canada, well, we've got Comic Legion, who gives you 20% off every week. But if it's your first order, they will give you an additional 5% off if you use discount code ENLIST. And that is over at comiclegion.ca. So for the first book this week, Cliff, we've got Radioactive Spider-Man. Yes, number one. Can you sing that for me, just like the 90s TV show?
Radioactive, Spider-Blood, Spider-Man.
There you go. There it is. Yeah, he's got it. There it is. But yeah, man, introduction of Age of Revelation, Radioactive Spider-Man. We all know the Age of Revelation stuff has been, highly anticipated. It's on now, books are starting to make its way. Giuseppe Camuncoli did this cover. Pretty cool cover. I like the whole radioactive stuff behind him there. Nice cover. I'm gonna give it a read for sure. It's Spidey. I'm biased on my end. So,
I think I really enjoy Joe Kelly as a writer. And since this doesn't count as Amazing Spider-Man, in my mind, I may pick it up. I already saw the little glimpse. Yeah, I'm from the Northern Territories. Thanks. Absolutely not. Could you imagine? Like, I can't even picture me in the Northern Territories. My arrival alone would traumatize them. But yeah, like the cover's great. I saw the interiors. I'm like, about the interiors, and I have reservations about the storyline, but it's all fun. Let's see if I enjoy it. Joe Kelly knows how to write. I saw at least there's that, but I've still been boycotting ASM.
You know what? I understand why you feel that way about ASM, but I'm being very honest. I especially myself, I've been disappointed over and over. Whether it was Zeb Wells, the last time I got any satisfaction from ASM was really with Dan Slott, and I think Joe Kelly is doing a great job. So
I hear that he is, but now it's not about him. It's about my war against Tom Brevoort, whatever the heck, Tom B. Now it's about him. Him telling us we can't have Peter and MJ. Just telling us we can't have it. We know better because the sales are good. Don't tell me. This is not the day and age to be telling me what to do, Tom. Don't be telling me what to do.
I love it. Yes. No, he says it, but we probably will at some point. But anyways, on FOC this week, we have Radioactive Spider-Man number 1. This I am going to pick up for the sake of a read. Up next, though, look at this. We got Rogue Sun, issue 30. This is the cover A, and the Massiverse and Spawnverse crossover is taking place right here, baby, featuring Night Sun and Medieval Spawn. It doesn't end here, though, guys, because, of course, we get this amazing Rogue Sun 30 Spawn 9 homage. Yes!
Oh, my God, we're in sync on this. I love it.
Yeah, dude. I'm so happy about this.
I'm thrilled. I saw this cover I saw this cover when you put up the FOC on IG, and I was like, I love the Massiverse. I feel like it's the most overlooked thing happening at Image. I really, truly believe in my heart, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to have a popular animated series, and everyone's going to be like, oh, how do you get those issues? And it's going to be like, we told you from day one. We told you a long time ago, but oh no.
Yeah, no, I was very happy to be on board with obviously Radiant Black out the gate, and then everything else that expanded throughout, the other characters. Like we had Rogue Sun, Radiant Pink, and all of this stuff. I think there was, a bit of a delay that hurt the book. That's the honest to God truth. I think that delay really still hurts it to this day. But I hope people play catch up. Play catch up. And I think
they needed a break. Heaven forbid, Yeah. And it's such a fickle business. People take a break and you end up getting forgotten like instantly. You know, I mean, your book can get forgotten because of someone's personal issues. You know, someone's like, yeah, I had to take time off to take care of my sister in the hospital, and I stopped reading Absolute Wonder Woman, and I've owned 12 issues, but I haven't picked another one up. I'm like, what is happening? I read all when I actually have time to get to the comic book store and grab my books and not run out the door, which now I have to run out the door. I read them right then and there. It takes me under an hour, sometimes under 20 minutes. Modern comics are not hefty reads, and when they are, I usually celebrate them.
Unless you're reading No One out of this run, because No One is a heavy read, that's for sure.
No One's a heavy read, and it's very well done. My favorite comic this year is still the Titans Annual with Donna Troy, written and drawn by Phil Jimenez. It's a heavy read, and it's wonderful, and it's a beautiful tribute to George Perez and Marv Wolfman.
I haven't read that one, so I definitely should do so. But back to the Massiverse. I found it was great out the gate. The changeover, the whole, you remember when the whole things happened with Marshall, etc. So were you happy with the outcome?
It was what do you call it? It was a nice settlement.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're not gonna let either of you die.
Yeah, but
clearly one of you proved yourself a little bit better than the other.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I'm loving this. So, and I love the fact that they're paying homage here to Spawn 9, obviously, where we get Angela, and it doesn't end there though with Rogue Sun 30, because look at the 1 in 20 incentive. It's the Virgin cover of the cover A, as you can see right here. Don't get me wrong, cover A is great. I love trades. I normally prefer trades, but this one right here by Simone is just amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks great as a Virgin.
I'll probably get every cover. And that's not a normal thing for me, but I enjoy this enough that I'll try.
There you go. Happy to hear that. But up next, guys, Spider-Girl issue 5. We've got the Hetrick variant. It's an unrevealed spoiler variant by Megan Hetrick. I wonder what's happening here. But the spoiler stuff doesn't end here. There's more spoiler covers as well. One that got revealed, which I will show you guys later on during the FOC stuff. But yeah, it looks like we've got a spoiler cover. We know how people get when they see spoiler covers. They get a little excited.
Oh, and it's Spider-Girl too. Oh my.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a pre-order for this, though. At cover price plus discount, I think this is a good order. Safe buy-in.
It is.
Yep.
JD, good to see you. I like how JD just was like doing the chat, and it's like, oh, Cliff is here.
Yeah. He only noticed afterwards. But yes, Spider-Girl 5. Keep an eye out on this spoiler variant, and we'll talk about another spoiler as well, because Ultimate Spider-Man 22, we have the Shelby variant. Again, this is Shavely. Okay, sorry, my bad. Shavely. But yes, another spoiler variant. I think I had seen it somewhere. I'll try to pull it up. But Ultimate Spider-Man hitting with spoilers is kind of concerning, though, because, we're getting close to the end here with issue 22.
Yeah, but I feel like the spoilers are more about Spider-Man lore than it is about where the Ultimate Universe is going. Yeah. So I'm kind of, I don't know. It's funny because the issue is called The Last Will and Testament of.
Yeah.
Right? So makes you wonder. But I don't know. Since issue 16, I've just been like, yo, they're gonna kill Peter and his son is gonna be Spider-Man. They're gonna kill Peter, his son is gonna be Spider-Man. They're gonna gut us. They're gonna gut us with this.
Yep. I'm just pointing out what David Lepage is saying about Craniacs number 1 cover E. I haven't seen many people talking about that, to be honest with you, like at all. But I'll check into that. I'm gonna actually take a look while we get into other segments, and we'll see if I could come up with anything. Ultimate 22 going to be a big one. I think everything happening Ultimate Universe for the next couple of months is going to be pretty big. So definitely, guys, I would start hopping on and keeping an eye out, because big changes are taking place story-wise, and we all know that things are going to lead to the ultimate endgame, and then from there, well, we shall see what happens. It's not coming to an end. No, Chia, I know it's not fully going to end off, but we are going to see new things take place and some big changes as well within the Ultimate Universe. So really looking forward to seeing what is going to be those changes. Star Wars fans, we've got Star Wars Jedi Knight issue 8. This is the main cover, first full appearance and cover of Jedi Kelleran Beck, and the first appearance of Suna Taj. I think I said that right. But yeah,
it doesn't matter. Nobody will care who they are a year from now.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Oh, remember last year when the IDW issue came out, or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember. It's a fog. And everyone went crazy. Oh, there's 5 or 6 first appearances in this issue. Where's that book now? Where's that book now?
I
Salty Cliff is here. I'm sorry.
when it comes to Star Wars, though, I do feel like a lot of these characters are good holds for a longer term. You never know what could happen along the way. But but
let me tell you, at my comic shop, it's almost a room full of what could happen later.
Really, eh?
I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm being a little over the top with it, but like the Star Wars books, like they're hot for a second, and then whatever. The true Star Wars fanatics will tell me, "Oh, I love this read. This was so good." But everyone else who's just like specking, it just comes and goes, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't have a lot of personally. And again, I'm not really a spec person, so let's start with that. But personally, when it comes to spec, I do not hold much stock in Star Wars characters.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you're a Star Wars fan, if you're reading the Jedi Knights, I think it's totally worthy of a pickup. Again, for myself, I'm not on board, so I can't really speak much there.
But as usual, Chia Pet agrees to disagree with me. Sorry, you don't expect these to move right away. It's a hold, obviously. Is it? I'm just saying, 2 years is a lengthy time. 5 years, lengthy time. Like, what do I gotta wait? I gotta wait for Amazon Plus, the series of Star Wars and Intrepid. And when I'm 70, and I'll turn a profit.
Cliff, just to add to what David Lepage was talking about, so thank you for sharing this. But the Craniacs, I've seen Craniacs issues. Like, I know that Comic Legion example has some of the covers over on FOC this week, which I had seen. But again, the Craniacs #1, the cover E, I haven't seen anybody really posting this, and I don't know if it's because it's an allocation thing. I have no idea what it is that no one is really offering it up at FOC, and why. What's the story behind that? I see that this website that Cliff just shared with me has it as sold out, but definitely something worth keeping an eye out for come October 15th. So yeah, that's going to be the release date. It comes with a trading card by Joe Simcoe, so that's really cool. And this variant is also wicked, dude. So I really like that. Really cool.
It's neat. It's,
Yeah, I dig. But
I'm looking forward to Star Wars Intrepid in 2052.
2052, yeah. There you go. But anyways, moving on from the Star Wars stuff, we have Ultimates 17. This is the main cover. Now, the solicitation suggests the possible introduction of the Earth 616's Fantastic Four. But if that doesn't come to fruition whatsoever, can we talk about this ruined cover? Oh my goodness.
No, the Coven is Coven.
The cover.
Hold on, let me get more spring water. The cover is fantastic. I love the 4. I just love that. I love where this is going. So I'm looking for. First of all, I have just not been disappointed with Ultimates.
No, and the amount of important stuff that is happening within this book, and people are completely overlooking when it comes to the Ultimate Universe right now. Yeah. People should be reading
the life, the death. How about the ultimate weapons of the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
Like that issue alone, I was like,
yeah, dude, I'm loving the Ultimate.
Chia Pet and I agreeing again. I love it.
It's so weird. Like, I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, this can't be, man. Just seeing him say that you're right is just wrong. But anyways,
no, it's not. We agree more often than not. It's just that when we disagree, it is spectacular disagreement.
I don't know, man. This is like watching, when Hulk Hogan joined the NWO, and that was just it broke a lot of hearts. I just want you to know that. But anyway,
y'all tell me about some of the lamest freaking like storylines ever in wrestling, and like Cena turning heel for his comeback finisher, just a dumb move, like just so much unnecessary and unfulfilled stuff, like
yeah.
like I don't even watch wrestling, and I see the clips of everyone cheering for Cena while he's supposed to be the villain, and it's hilarious.
Yep.
That's right, Derek. I brought the salt, baby. But don't worry, I got some sugar in my pipe too.
There you go. But yes, Ultimates is very important, guys. There's some big things happening, some amazing story as well that is coming out of the Ultimates, and I'm just loving this. So I'm totally on board with the Ultimates. Like I said, even the cover alone is worth the price of admission. If you thought Kansas City was already doomed because they started their season 0-2 in football, well, shit just got worse because Godzilla versus America has Kansas City being next for Godzilla. We got issue number 1 right here, and it's an anthology one-shot special featuring stories about Godzilla attacking Kansas City. I love seeing this.
Just the implication of a probable tornado right behind him just says everything you need to know about Kansas City. It is just, if it's not Godzilla, it's a tornado. The people are they already know what to do. They probably see Godzilla and be like, oh no, it's a personified tornado, run. like they already know. They're like, oh, it's a kaiju. Move it, everybody, move it.
But yeah, man. So I like these because obviously we've seen some other stories already come out where Godzilla is dealing with different cities, etc. And here now he's making his way to Kansas City. You got the 1 in 25 incentive as well, which is a virgin cover of that cover A that we just highlighted right here. Again, I'm mostly a trade guy, but the cover in a virgin, this looks really good.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
Yeah, you got me I got myself kind of curious by mentioning the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, starting their season 0-2, and right now the game is 6-6. So just wanted to put that out.
Oh my God. David LePage just said, think Taylor Swift shows up in the issue. Please let Taylor Swift show up at the end of the issue in anime style and save the day by soothing Godzilla with music.
Yeah, that would be absolutely.
Taylor Swift just plays August on her guitar and just lulls him to sleep.
Yeah, I love it. I love how everybody's referring to the team, man. Does Patrick Mahomes come to save the day? I highly doubt it. Right now, he needs to save his team at 6-6. So let's see how that goes. But Godzilla versus America, Kansas City, number 1. Up next, Dan Mora just keep hitting and hitting and hitting. And of course, he gives us Catwoman issue 80, the cover E by, of course, Dan Mora. And oh my God, again, another amazing cover by Dan Mora. Very, very fitting as we hit the fall season, baby. I love this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm biased. I have my favorite pumpkin spice cover, but like obviously this is a beautiful pumpkin spice Catwoman cover.
Yep. I love it. My wife already started with all the pumpkin spice stuff. Like she counted down the minutes to when Starbucks had their pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah. The earliest pumpkin arrival in my area was Dairy Queen. With the pumpkin pie blizzard, and I'm still waiting for Stewart Shop to show up with the pumpkin pie ice cream. But they came with the apple crumb pints, and the apple crumb pints were tasty. So like I'm just saying you gotta deliver hard for the fall for me. I'm an unnecessary pumpkin spice bitch, but I gotta be there for it.
Yeah, but again, Dan Mora hits another banger home run for myself here with this cover. This is worth the price of admission, like I said, for the cover alone. And I am picking it up simply just for the cover because I love me some Dan Mora covers. It's just what it is. Up next. Yeah, man. We've got beauty, right? Beauty, right?
This bitch. First of all, Felipe Masafera, I am so in love with him. He is the next generation Alex Ross. Like, yeah. I don't know if he was ever under Alex's tutelage, but I love his covers. I love his work. I love this. I feel like this cover is absolutely trolling us, but I love it. I'm here for it. Freaking Shalabal. But yeah, I love it.
No, it's amazing, man. And Shalabal, of course, everyone's familiar. Those of you who have already seen the movie, and we remember all the hype leading up to Fantastic Four. But Shalabal now on the cover here. Masafera doing an amazing, amazing job. I love this cover. This is totally a cover grab for myself. Then, speaking Fantastic Four, we've got an additional piece to the 5-part connecting variant set by Scotty Young that is available. Of course, we got Herbie at the forefront here for this connecting piece, which I love. I'm sure everyone has seen more or less the first 3 covers. I think it's going to end off now with Johnny Storm, right? That's the only one who hasn't come out. We've seen Sue. We've seen the Thing. Yeah, we've seen Reed, and now we're seeing Herbie. So yeah, it's going to end off with John.
By the way, I low key saw the completed inks at Terrificon.
Oh, nice. So you were at Scotty's booth, I assume.
And we were talking, and I introduced him to the concept of Buy Panic, and we had such a good time. I mean, I didn't even go there to see him at all. It just was something that happened, and then he turned into one of my favorite people. And the next thing you know, I'm looking at gorgeous art pieces that are going to sell for tens of thousands of dollars.
Yep, exactly. You see, Derek takes the easy route. Derek works smart, not hard. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but yeah, the fire was the dead giveaway, like a dummy that I am. But yes. Love these Scotty connecting covers. And of course, okay, we need to talk about these covers. I say it all the time. These are great pickups, especially if you're going to get anything signed by, the actors portraying these characters, etc. But this Galactus MCU cover, man, I love these. I love these. And this is, I feel like they could have chosen a better cover. But still very good. Cliff, I hope the nose doesn't bother you on this one though.
No, because this is the perfect menacing silhouette of Galactus that we really need.
Yep, it's so good. I feel like they could have taken some stills from the movie that were you remember when he would the Fantastic Four went to see him in space, and
he's just like
the eyes lit up, dude. Oh my god,
that was great.
Yeah.
And again, not too much focus on that nose. It was really well done.
I love it. I could feel Chia's blood already boiling. But
no, it's just sizzling.
Yeah, I love these covers. They're just so good. So definitely worthy of a pickup for me. Speaking movies, guys, Tron Ares is coming out very soon, man. And we just got the 9 Inch Nails soundtrack the song as well. Which, oh man, love this. Jeff the Land Shark, issue number 5. Look at Jeff right there on the Sirius variant. I love this so much.
It's a good time.
It is a good time. It is a good time. How can you not love this? Come on, it's Jeff the Land Shark in the Tron universe. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, oh my god, I can't remember what word I'm reaching for. It's
cute and badass at the same time.
Sure, that's one way we could look at it. Whimsical. It's whimsical. It's whimsical and badass. That's where I was going.
Fair. Yeah.
But also, I don't care. I'm not picking one of these up. But I do. On the other hand, I love Rod Hayes. So I kind of want to get it for him. I don't know, but it's a cool cover. I don't have any investment in this.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm picking it up just because I like the cover so much. So yeah, this one is a pickup for me. Yes, Jeff in the side buggy is so cool.
Oh my god, we gotta recreate this, Lando. I'll be Jeff, and you be the cyclist. It'll be great.
I would love that, but I don't know. I feel like the side buggy. I'd probably be on the side buggy. If you're driving,
but let's be honest. There's only 2 people who would look that cute in the side buggy. Me and Chia. That's it.
That's fair. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, I'll drive. But yeah, man, I like this total pickup for myself. We spoke Jeff, we're gonna talk crypto, guys. Crypto.
Oh my god, as they belong together.
Yes,
they truly do.
They really do. Crypto, the last dog of Krypton, issue number 5. This is the cover B. Talaski doing great work here. I love this. I don't want to say it kind of feels like the that Alex Ross cover, but it's different, way more different.
Own thing. You got young Superboy, Sonic booming off into the air.
Yeah.
It's all the things.
Yeah.
It's all the things.
So yeah, okay. Rattlesnake kind of sees what I'm seeing here because I was just saying it. I think it's just the stance where he's looking in that exact same direction, but he's happy. The tongue is out. He's on a rock rather than
Yeah.
he's got different. It's different. It's different, but still, I can see the similarities. Regardless, it is a great cover by Talaski. I really like this one, and I think it's totally worthy of a pickup. I do agree with David Lepage totally because Jay Lee, dude. Jay Lee crypto cover this week is stunning, absolutely stunning. So can't wait for that. Yeah, shout out to the mailbox. Yes, that's right.
By the way, the Kent mailbox is like. Have you noticed that we've seen the Kent mailbox more in 2020 in the 9 months of 2025 than we've ever seen it before?
Yeah.
Right. We've seen it in movies. We've seen it in the comics. It's in Crypto's comic. It's in Supergirl's comic. It's in Superman's comic. Action Comics. It's in the damn movie. It's everywhere. Everywhere that Kent mailbox.
Yeah, they should make like covers with the mailbox being like filled with the most random things every now and then. You know what I mean? Like you have tons of batarangs or whatever. Like just something.
You know what's really funny? I want a shot of the Smallville post office like overflowing with stuff for Superboy.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah. But I love this cover. I'm picking this one up. Up next, though, an amazing cover as well with Nightwing 131. This is the Nightwing arcade cover depiction, and I love it simply because I'm a nerd. I have arcade systems at home. I love playing arcades. Nightwing needs an arcade game. After seeing this, I want to see one. You know what I mean?
Did you ever play Batman Rise of Shinzu or whatever that was? It was based on Batman the Animated Series, and Shinzu. I was talking about this last night. Shinzu is a character created by Jim Lee. He's immortal, and like it never took off. And Devin Grayson wrote the novelization of the video game.
I didn't play this game.
Yeah, so like go find it, go retrofit it to one of your consoles, and play, because you do get to play as Nightwing, and and get all that beat 'em up satisfaction.
Yeah. I definitely got to check it out now that you bring it up because I'm looking at it over on Google and it looks kind of fun, man. It was available on PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, and other stuff. But yeah, I can't believe I missed this when I was younger. So yeah, I gotta check it out. But I think this foreign's cover is just awesome. But again, it speaks to me and makes me wish that there's a Nightwing arcade game out there, man. But anyways, moving on from that. Mark Spears continuing with some of his DC covers. Of course, this man does not stop working. It is absolute madness on his end. But Superman Unlimited issue 6, the cover B, Lex Luthor trading card style cover by Mark Spears. Really cool. I mean, if you guys are already invested in collecting all of these, I think it's kind of feeling like the Alex Ross Timeless now, but just Mark Spears, right?
Yeah, no, it's literally that, except these have a little bit of like the trading card vibe. The one thing I don't like about this is all of like the fringiness on the corners, right? When you try to grade books that have that like aged look, then you never know what's happening with your grades, you know? It's like, oh, the spine is iffy. I'm like, is it because it came looking iffy? Like
you need gifts. We don't got to become friends. We are friends. Come on, you know this already. But yeah, man, I like these, so definitely worthy of a pickup. Cover selection. Yo, I gotta talk about this, man. Stake presents Jessamy #1. This is the cover B variant cover by Kiss Kiss. When Kiss Kiss had the other cover, the cover that had passed over on FOC a few weeks back. This was. Well, the other cover, I guess, is going to be considered the first cover of Kiss Kiss because we saw it in the sketch form. I believe it was kind of like black and whitish type thing. And I had told you guys that there was a colored version as well that is later going to come out. And this is where the one I was speaking about. So now available in fully colored cover. I'm going to pick this up, of course, but I believe because of the release dates, this will not count as first cover. Would it? I have no idea how that works.
I mean, it's cover B, but it's still first printing. So, like, where do you land on that?
I don't know. I think they're coming out at the same time. I'm not too sure what the release date is, the street date is for both covers. If one comes out prior to the other, if not, I'm I'm happy either way because I've pre-ordered the sketch one and I'm pre-ordering this one. So this is just awesome. Kiss Kiss is absolutely awesome. I had the opportunity to talk to Kiss Kiss over on Instagram immediately after the show when we were talking about the book over on FOC. Very passionate guy, man, and very happy to be, contributing art work to the hobby. And there's bigger things coming for Kiss Kiss, so I'm excited. Can't wait. I won't share any details. But I'm really happy. I'm really excited for Kiss Kiss. Yeah, I'm happy you guys agree, man.
I think the art is great. I have no idea what we're looking at otherwise, but I'm gonna try and stalk Kiss Kiss right now on Instagram.
Yeah, please do so because the work is amazing. But yes, this is a cover selection this week. Another great cover, it's an incentive, is Alien vs. Captain America #1. This is the 1 in 100 incentive. Alien vs. Captain America. This is a Lionel Yu, man, and I love Lionel Yu's work. I am like, it's up there for me.
I love his work. I love this cover. I'm really tired of Virgins of Trade Dress being the 1 in 100.
Same.
Like, remember when the 1 in 100 actually like was a different cover that was like exciting? Again, I'm sorry, Salty Cliff is coming out, but it's beautiful. Love Francis, love his work. Awesome.
Yeah. Hold on. I see Audie in the chat asking about the Bird City variant that just came out for Pop Kill. I'm going to show you guys and talk to you guys about that in just a second because when they shared that, I immediately messaged Ant and Laura, and I told them both, I'm like, my God, congratulations to you because the cover is absolutely stunning. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it. I'll share it with you now very quickly just so you guys can see. I know it's not part of FOC, so no, you cannot pre-order this right now over on FOC, but just to show you guys, artist is Chris Guest. Laura came across this artist, and this is the artist's first work on a comic, and it's just stunning, man. The way he does his like oil painting, it's really good. Love the work. If you haven't, check out Chris Guest as well over on social media. You can check him out over on Instagram. The work is wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
So is the pre-order window not open, or the pre-order window is over?
For that one, it's not the exclusive is still available, but it's sold out now on the website.
Oh, okay. It is. Yeah. All right. So I'm trying to put it together. But they have every one of their Pop Kill variants is lovely.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. But anyways,
and half of them are sold out.
Exactly. They do very well. But let's move on from Alien vs. Captain America because we've got I Hate Fairyland issue 45, and this is a 1 in 10 incentive Popeye cover depiction.
What's Popeye doing here? What's he doing?
Popeye's there, man. Scotty Young doing Popeye. Look at those.
Popeye's public domain now, right? That's why. That's that.
Much.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, Scotty Young doing Popeye. You say no more, dude. I'm picking that up if I have the chance to. I'm totally grabbing this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, pre-order sold out. But anyways, let's move on from this. Another incentive, something that Cliff hates.
Prison, baby. Yeah. Prison. Come on, punch She-Hulk. Stephanie Phillips, thank you, girl. You're always doing the work that nobody appreciates. But the fact that like the one shot leading into this, Jonathan Hickman co-wrote it. He clearly has influenced the plot of Planet She-Hulk. So I am very much looking forward to what that collaboration is going to bring us. And of course, tell me, when have you ever gone wrong with a Frizzen cover?
Yeah, you can't go wrong ever. You can never go wrong with a Frizzen cover. So yeah, very stunning cover. Love it. This is a incentive selection as well. You've got the Star Wars Jedi Knights 8 that we spoke about earlier as well for the group of incentives that are available on pre-order this week. This is the Kelleran Beck cover depiction by Torrin Clark. We've seen a few of these types of covers already with other characters, so I think those pieced together would look absolutely amazing. But I think the incentive that people are definitely going to want to jump on is the X-Men of Apocalypse Alpha #1, the 1 in 25 incentive.
Can I just say I love Kelleran Beck, and I actually know who he is, and he has appeared in live action, and therefore I'm actually in support of that 1 in 100.
Good.
I
Good.
am.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. So like, see, like this character already exists, and we've met him. He saved baby Grogu. Like, yes. So I'm down for that. This one, have you noticed that the trade cover, there's no blood, but this 1 in 25, there's blood on the claws? I love it.
Yep. Joe Mad, man. I'm so happy to see this. Already the first printing one really exploded in the aftermarket rather fast, and rightfully so. People wanted to pick up the Joe Mad cover. I think everyone's just happy to see Joe Mad doing, Wolverine. And I'm one of those as well. So yeah, this is amazing for me. If I could scoop up this 1 in 25, I definitely would.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to scoop it up, but I mean, I might, or who knows? Maybe I'll be scooping it up next September in Ottawa during Midnight Madness.
Yeah, who knows? You never know, but amazing. So happy to see Joe Mad doing this. A big book for myself, guys, here is Mega Man Legends Timelines #1. This is the cover A, first full appearance and cover of Mega Man Volnut, standard American comic book format form, of course, but I don't think that's what everybody's excited about. Nah, man, one of the best covers on this week's FOC, in my opinion, is this 1 in 5 incentive Transformers movie poster cover homage by Josh Perez. I am totally ordering 5 copies of Mega Man Legends Timelines just to lock this one in. Love this. This is totally worthy of a pickup.
I think it's lovely, and only a 1 in 5. That's very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. Now, shout out to Kiss who just made it into the chat, man. But yes, we just spoke about the book. Super excited for you. It looks just as stunning in full color as it did in the sketch form that passed on FOC just a few weeks back. And yeah, totally going to be ordering myself one. And I already saw some people in the chat definitely pre-ordered the sketch one and are going to be ordering this one as well, the colored one, for your cover. So yeah, congratulations again. It's just absolutely stunning. Can't wait to see some more of your work that's going to be coming out rather soon. So yeah, keep an eye out, guys. Go follow Kiss over on social media. But yes, this Mega Man Legends Timelines #1 1 in 5 incentive for me. I'm picking it up. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 5, the Aspinall variant.
Am I the only one reading this and loving it? Am I alone?
No, you're not. And Cliff, you know something? One thing I want to keep telling, I keep telling myself, and I've said to a few people who are actually reading this, you know what this reminds me of? Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. A lot of people, do you remember when everything was happening with Hickman's Secret Wars? The way everybody was like just not even paying attention to Cataclysm.
Yeah, exactly. No, they were, and then boom, all of a sudden, oh wait, should I have been reading that?
Yeah. This is what that reminds me of. It reminds me of Cataclysm, ironically involving Miles Morales. You feel that, right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, no, it is so great, and it's a good story. And of course, Cody Ziegler is co-writing it. So, and Cody Ziegler has been just giving us excellent Miles Morales for how many issues now? Like it's fun, it's entertaining, it's heartfelt, it's dramatic, it's everything that I really want from a comic book. And this too, like this is great.
Yeah, dude, it's stunning. The cover is amazing. Now, one thing I wanted to say within the hot topics portion of the show and give you guys a little bit of news, but I mean it ties into here, so I'll just show it to you here. But when we look at this Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 5, this is the spoiler variant that is also available on FOC. On the right-hand side, that's going to be it. People are already calling it the boob variant because apparently the box spells out boob. If you look at the top, it looks like B-O-O-B. Don't ask me why people are calling it the boob variant. I think that people dug pretty deep for that one.
Yeah, they did. They dug way too deep.
Man.
And you know me.
Yes,
I have no problem calling out boobage and other appendages, and This is just bare, or even saucy words. This is just barely saucy.
Exactly. But whose powers are in the origin boxes, and how will they change the Marvel universe? So as you can see, things are going to be shifting over, man, and it's going to be a very important issue.
Oh my God! Yeah, honestly. So these came back with Miles, right?
Yep.
So if they activate, who in 616 is getting powers?
Yeah, exactly.
I like the concept, but again, this is Marvel and DC copying each other, right? Because we had the Lazarus planet situation with powers getting mixed matched left and right.
Yeah.
And so like and we have the Atom Project at DC under Justice League Unlimited to try and correct that stuff. So I feel like this is also in that same vein, but it will be interesting to see new heroes appear in 616, especially and villains, obviously, especially with abilities of existing characters.
Yep, and I really strongly believe the closer that we're getting to it, and as we're seeing things unfold, we are going to end up seeing Peter's son probably move forward into the 616. I really think it's either that or he gets his own series moving forward in the Ultimate Universe. Because
I would hope it's his own series, because how sad would it be for how sad would it be for him to be integrated into the 616 universe where his parents barely even speak to each other?
Yeah, exactly. It would be absolutely horrible. But again, it would make for some great stories. And that idea of us never getting Peter and MJ, well, maybe that could be a solution. We'll see. But again, the minds are definitely spiraling and thinking of thousands of ideas of how things can play out. But we will see how things play out. Of course, get on board, guys. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion has been very good. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Cataclysm. So you might want to check that out and not miss out on some of the amazing stuff that's going on over there. I got to shout out Kiss, man. Kiss, you didn't have to do this. $1.49, man. And it is highly appreciated. Again,
you can pick up one of these. It's a whole liter. It's a whole liter. You can do it, baby. You can do it.
Yeah, but no, we appreciate you. And again, continue grinding and putting out the amazing work that you're doing, because, yeah, you've got some fans here, both on the panel and in the chat. So we really appreciate
your work. Your work's great. Can you make a dude look that sexy with a shotgun? Let me know.
Yeah. I'm sure he could, man. But thank you, dude. Really do appreciate it. Now, up next, one of my favorite covers available on FOC this week is Witchblade issue 15. I cannot even believe I'm talking about Witchblade as one of my favorite books, but you have a Sozo Micah cover, and oh my god, man, Witchblade has never, in my opinion, looked so amazing. Everything about this, the colors, everything, is just amazing. Absolutely stunning.
No, it is a gorgeous cover. Also, hello, Marguerite Bennett is writing Witchblade, man. Where y'all at? Show Witchblade some love. Come on.
Yeah, definitely. But for me, I think Sozo Micah is totally worth this as a cover pickup. I don't even care about the read personally. So yeah, I'm picking this up solely for the cover. Couldn't find the boob one. So you freaked out about Richard going away? No, it's not the case. But yeah, definitely a fire book. I agree with you, Armin. Totally picking this up. Witchblade 15 is by far my favorite cover on FOC this week. Guys, that was the FOC selections of the week. Again, like I said, if you want to order any of these books and you live in the United States, go visit comicnation.us. You got 15% off, but use discount code Black Crown for an additional 5% off. Got Canada's Comic Legion, of course. You got comiclegion.ca in Canada. Go visit comiclegion.ca. They give you 20% off every single week, but if it's your first order, use discount code ENLIST to get an additional 5. Again, you can read all of Lefteros' stuff over on Covrprice's website. Again, covrprice.com. And of course, go subscribe to the YouTube page where you can catch all of us going live every single week with tons of shows running from Monday to Thursday. And if it's your first time here and you enjoyed yourself with myself and Cliff, hit the subscribe button, man. We look forward to seeing you again next week. All right. Before we get into the market report, we've got somebody swinging by every single week to come say hi and check in because Steve is here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve. Stevie boy, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. Dude, you've been busy. I know
Yeah.
I've been busy, but you've been very busy because you've been hitting me up. You are new to the hobby. For those of you who haven't ever seen Steve, Steve made his debut last week. He's new to the hobby. Never read comics prior, at least not much. Grew up, just watching cartoons, watching whatever casual movies he felt like watching, whether it was The Dark Knight, etc. But here we are. Here we are. Now you're fully on board. You're reading comics. Let's get people up to speed. How was your week, man, within the last week? What was it that you were reading? What were you doing?
Okay, I was really busy this week. The minute I finished last week, I started do a power bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
Ran
to me.
through that in no time. What an incredible book!
Yeah. Do a power bomb.
Especially if you're a real wrestling fan, that book is meant for you. It is so good.
Yeah.
I want to say, if you don't even care about wrestling or being a wrestling fan, that book is great. Because I don't give a damn about wrestling, and I was turning every page. I was crying. Every freaking thing. Every freaking thing. It's a great story. I dare to say it's a great story for anyone.
Yep. Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
for sure. And one thing that stands out, of course, Daniel Warren Johnson, having done Do a Powerbomb. Daniel Warren Johnson, when he writes anything, I find he constantly manages to give you an amazing story. He'll bring you an amazing world, right? He just brings it, he sucks you right in, and ends off with a big gut punch, man. It's like a heartbreak. Oh my God, this is heavy now, and here we go. There's a lot weighing into the story, and that's what happened with Do a Powerbomb.
I have to say though, apart from the story being perfectly written, the artwork in those books,
wild.
Yeah. Just the way that I don't know who drew. I didn't really look into it, but all the shooting star presses, like they look real. It looks like it's actually like happening. It's really insane. I was really impressed.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing book. I'm happy that you read this because you're catching up on so much stuff, right? You've read the Do a Powerbomb. You've now caught up on some of the Absolute universe.
Yep, I'm caught up to date with Absolute Flash and Absolute Green Lantern. I was just reading up until 5 minutes ago. I'm up to issue 7 for Absolute Wonder Woman. And also, you had suggested me to start reading Department of Truth.
Yes, please. I want you to do so because I know you're very much.
I'm at issue 10.
I also to add to your stack. Now that you've completed Do a Powerbomb, please look into Murder Falcon. Like
another great one.
Daniel Warren Johnson delivers. So check that out.
So since we're talking Daniel Warren Johnson, because he does the art in Do a Powerbomb as well. He's the full creator. He does the writing, he does the art. And Derek Nyman's bringing up a great book, especially when I was reading The Moon is Following Us, dude, I was having some like throat moments where it's like kind of hard to gulp. You're getting that gulp. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay. Very, very good book as well. Daniel Warren Johnson, I'm a huge fan of, and I think you read Do a Powerbomb. I would recommend some more Daniel Warren Johnson books for sure, man. So I think what we could do is maybe each week we give Steve an assignment. We just shoot books at you and be like, yo, just check this out, check that out. And man, just enjoy. But Daniel Warren Johnson did an amazing job with Do a Powerbomb. Of course, The Moon is Following Us. If you like Transformers, I think that would be another route for you to check out as well. But man, have you caught up on any of your movie list?
My movie list.
The movie.
I went. All right, let's just take a look at it, I guess.
Yeah, show me. Oh, baby. So, okay, now you're at Doctor Strange. You went through Civil War already. Good for you, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you got to give us the hot takes here because you got great movie and then good movie. For Ant-Man, Doctor Strange is a good movie. Hit me.
I'll tell you, Age of Ultron, another stellar movie. Really, really good. Also,
you thought Age of Ultron was stellar, dude.
I'm going to tell you why. I was always a fan of the show Blacklist, and David Spader played Ultron, and I'm just like, I was just so drawn in. His voice is so soothing; it's wonderful to watch.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
just love
love
him.
about
I just love him as an actor, so it just made that movie easier for me to watch.
I love that not only do I love his voice and he delivers his Ultron, I like that he uses the same cadence when he speaks as Tony Stark,
Exactly.
right? Like, I was like, is James Spader doing Tony Stark? I'm like, I love this. Like, I love it.
It was really good. Ant-Man, it was a good movie. I was able to watch it without falling asleep, which is, something strong for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything special. Civil War. I guess I'm apparently a huge Captain America fan now because I love all of the movies so far.
Yeah, dude.
Doctor Strange was a bit strange. Wasn't what I was expecting, but it was still a good movie.
The whole mystic arts, all of the stuff with Doctor Strange, it's gonna take some adapting, but you're gonna understand the significance and the importance and what a big character he is within the MCU. I think once you're gonna get to the multiverse of madness, you're gonna be like, wow, what is going on? There's gonna be some pieces for sure that you should check out in between, like WandaVision. I would recommend that. But we're still a ways away from that. I do agree with Derek. I cannot wait for you to see Love and Thunder and then have that
the horror show of emotions, the horror show of emotions that will take place.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
I heard from friends and from work and whatever that Love and Thunder is probably one of the worst movies to ever come out. And I'm very excited to watch it to see if they're true. Because I don't like the Thor movies to begin with, so I'm already going in not gonna like it, I guess.
I can't wait to see how he feels about Ragnarok. This is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. Ragnarok. I like Ragnarok. I thought Ragnarok was awesome, but when it came to Love and Thunder, that's a whole different vibe. But yeah, man. So on the Absolute side, back to comics, you're now catching up. You're on Absolute Wonder Woman. You said you did Absolute Flash already. You're fully caught up.
Fully caught up. Flash and Green Lantern.
Wow, man, you are pounding through books, dude.
Yeah, and I have 3 kids, and I work
a
9-hour
job.
days.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'm watching movies. Yeah.
What's going on? Comics took over.
You're an amazing adult, Steven, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, is it Coke or is it caffeine? I need to know.
Yeah, which one?
Are you snorting or he's a caffeine drinker. Okay.
Coffee for life.
It's funny because, man, when we played music, I was the only douchebag with always tea. I was always drinking tea, and Steve always had coffee. No matter what, Steve had coffee. You had one guy slapping bass with Monster Energy drinks, and he was pounding them every 5 seconds. And I'm surprised his heart is still kicking, to be honest. But then you've got you who always had coffee, and man, it's funny because you're still doing the same shit. You're still drinking coffee at night.
I'll drink a big coffee right before bed.
How do you do that?
I guess I'm used to it.
Some of us are immune to it. That's me too.
Wild, absolutely wild. But yeah, man. So you know what? I think for now we'll let you finish with the Absolute Wonder Woman stuff because so we're actually going to talk a bit about that later on in the show, and there will be spoilers for sure. So feel free if you want to tune in. Great. If not, also great.
No, I definitely will.
But yeah, man, Steve, look, it's always fun, man, seeing where you're at. You are really already Department of Truth 10 issues in. You've read Department of Truth. You've read Daniel Warren Johnson's.
I think I'm at 33 this week.
Oh my god, dude. I think you've read more than some YouTubers, to be honest with you. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna tell you something. You called me out last week for not having Star Wars comics, but
yeah,
those are the only ones I own.
But these are good ones. These are good. Put that back up. Star Wars
are the original ones that I got in 2015.
Excellent.
This is my favorite one, and then it's just the regulars.
Yes.
Awesome. Star Wars one. I also highly approve.
Yeah, this one I don't know why I bought it, but I have it.
Great.
And that one's great. That Leia, love that. That series is great.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the ones that I got.
Love it.
So
man.
Yeah, just in case you were wondering, I do love my Star Wars. I just didn't read any of them yet.
Yeah, I've got some comics here for you as well, and I'm actually going to pick up because you actually ordered from Comic Legion. So shout out to you
in June. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta go pick up the books for you, and we'll definitely meet up, man. I think you know what we should do. Chad, tell me what you think about this. Maybe you and I should meet up, and we'll go to a comic shop together and go digging, and we'll film that. We'll go through that, see your
Do it.
experience digging through stuff, see what pops out to you, stands out, and stuff that you'll grab as a new reader rather than like somebody who's like speculating, digging, looking for deals in dollar bins, whatever. I want to see that perspective, and we'll shoot the shit while we're at the store, man. What do you think? We do this?
I love it. I love that idea. Also hanging out with, we'll just have a chance to hang out. I haven't seen you in a while too, so
Okay, it's been what? It's not that long, is it?
it's been like 3 months at least for sure.
We have another clip here, guys. He's counting the days. He's counting the days. But
I am.
yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll do, man. We'll set it up within the next 2 weeks where we'll go hit up an LCS and just dig, man. See what it is that stands out to you. I'll be there with the camera. I'll be like the camera guy. That's it. Nothing more. And shooting the shit with you.
Love it.
All right. That's the plan. So go catch up on your reading. We'll let you be. Thank you for swinging by. I love this. This is going to be fun going to a shop with you. You know what? Some of the money that I've gotten in previous shows, I'll contribute to that. You know what I mean? We'll set you up.
No.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did you finally made more than enough to buy a box of Dunkin' coffee?
Yes, I did, man.
Because it has been, dude. That has been the trickle down. I mean, I think I've seen you get a couple of big ones, but most of them have been like, for your coffee, for the coffee Covrprice never bought you. It's just been like trickle.
Yeah, we'll do that, man. But no, you guys have sent me super chats, and whatever money that you guys send, of course, I always put it back towards the channel. StreamYard alone, guys, is like $60 a month, just so you know. But definitely want to take, even if it's $20, man. We'll just throw it into your dollar bin digging and see what you pull out, man. I think it's gonna be fun.
Hey man.
No, dude,
that's not okay.
There you go. So,
oh my God, the Steve Fund.
I love for comments.
I love it. Steve, the only thing I can contribute to the Steve Fund is best wishes.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's still I'm rooting for you, you know? And like, what was that? Was that USD Love for Comics? Because then that's gonna go real far for you, real far.
Yeah, dude, love, you didn't have to do that, bro. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, so there you go.
Wait. Which comic shop are y'all meeting at? That's what I want to know.
We're gonna see, man. I'm gonna pick one up. I'll point one out in Montreal and set it as a meeting point and be like, just meet me here and let's go, man. We'll go dig in and have some fun.
You know, while I was in Ottawa,
I always go to the comic shop in Ottawa.
Yeah,
I saw you were there.
They got like three. They got like three now.
Yeah.
You know, two of them are on top of each other. But yeah.
But yeah, so we'll do that, Steve. We'll let you go so we can run with the market report. But yeah, man, feel free to stick around and yeah, we'll touch base again, man. Either next week or two, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready when you guys are.
All right, man. Have a good rest of the night, sir. Adios.
Right, adios.
Slow down on the coffee. Slow down on the coffee. Okay.
Never.
Yes, please. Bye. I need you. Bye. Bye. All right, Cliff, it's time for market report. You ready?
I am ready.
There you go. All right, guys, it's time for the market report where we look at the sales that took place on the aftermarket. Now, of course, we're looking at multiple lists. We've got House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collector, Covrprice, Go Collect, eBay, sales, checking those out. Most importantly, though, is Michael Baker. Every week contributes a ton of Baker Shakers to the show. He hits me up every single day with sales that took place, and I'll be very transparent with you guys. Tonight's list is very Baker Shaker heavy. That's right. Michael Baker pretty much dominated the list. So let's check out some of the books that sold throughout the week. Book number 1, we've got a Covrprice daily shaker. We got TMNT Ghostbusters issue number 3. This goes back to 2014. Corey Smith subscription cover. That's right. You had to be subscribed in order to get this. There's only 36 CGC 9.8s on census, and CGC 9.8 of this book sold for $600 US, highest sale recorded to date. Really cool cover, man. I like this one.
I have no disagreements. It's great. I love that it came out of like a fan club situation. That's really nice,
right?
Yeah, no, it's a great looking cover. That I like. No notes.
Yeah, no, there's nothing negative to say about this. I think the cover is stunning, man. The fact that there's not so many of these out there as well, it's very fitting that obviously Hypercombo Comics swings by as we're talking about TMNT. But yeah, man, the subscription stuff. These types of like books that seem that they are rather scarce, right? Because you had to be subscribed, as we were just saying. So with only 36 on the census, kind of makes sense as to why a CGC 9.8 of TMNT Ghostbusters number 3 just sold for $600. I agree, Chia. I agree. Even I don't say I agree with Chia so much, but here we are. What multiverse are we in tonight? All right. In my opinion, one of the most boss Black Panther covers. I love this. Black Panther issue number 2 takes us back to 2023. Yes.
Salvador LaRocca. Yes.
Exactly. LaRocca, 1-in-25 ratio. There's only 3 of these in 9.8s on the CGC census, and a 9.8 just recently sold for $250 US. Baker Shaker this week.
It's because there's so much black on the cover.
It is hard.
Yeah,
that is a hard cover, dude.
Yeah, so I could see why. I mean, I love this cover, but I'm not going out of my way to pay $250 for this. I got keys to buy. I got mini grails to pick up.
Absolutely, but again, it is a tough cover to especially get a 9.8 in. Not to mention, 2023. We know where we were at that point within the world, etc. People were speculating on Tosin. You remember all that stuff, right?
Yes, that was such a magical time.
It was a magical time for sure, but a wonderful cover. I think LaRocca did an absolutely amazing job with this one. And like I said, there's only 3 9.8s out there. And a CGC 9.8 just recently sold for $250. Now, up next, Action Comics 869. Yes, that book, but not entirely that book, because we go back to 2008. This is the corrected version that says Soda Pop on the bottle that you can see him holding right there.
I am willing to bet someone incorrectly bought this.
Most probably, but regardless, a CGC 9.8 sold for $350. It is a Covrprice daily shaker. And yeah, man, this sold probably because of that. Now, you guys all remember that there was this, as you could see, where it looks like they're holding a beer. And
they are clearly having beer, yes.
Absolutely. They were having beer, and they got recalled and replaced, of course, with this cover here to the right-hand side. Now, that beer one, it definitely goes for more because the highest sales recorded were $520 for that. And that was back in 2023 as well. But look, the regular cover came very close at $350.
I mean, I love Superman, so I love to see Superman succeed, but I want to see him succeed on merit, not because people are chasing after some mildly controversial cover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where's the mailbox?
That's why the mailbox has such a big comeback in 2025, because we just hadn't seen it. And so this is the year of the Kent box. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, absolutely, man. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm assuming somebody probably mistakenly got this.
Someone is mad, but also at the same time they're like, I'm that dude. I'm like, this is the $350 one because I'm that.
Yep. But Action Comics 869, the corrected version that says Soda Pop in a 9.8 just sold for $350. Up next, Batman 244. Since we're talking DC, let's go back to 1972 with this amazing Neil Adams cover, CGC 9.4, selling at $630. It was a Baker Shaker this week, man. I don't know, man. There's just something about Neil Adams Batman. Like every cover is just amazing. There's no disappointments on any of them.
I mean, that's true, but let's be honest. There's something about Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
All of Neil Adams covers are popping. But if it ain't Superman breaking chains or Ra's al Ghul trying to kidnap Robin and murder Batman, it's just not the same.
Yeah. I feel like Batman with that chest hair right there could carve out the bat symbol for himself if he wanted to. But yeah, no, Ra's al Ghul. It's again, I think it's a great cover. I love this, and anytime I see Neil Adams Batman covers, I immediately get excited because I just love the way he drew Batman during these years. And
absolutely,
yeah,
I love all the things he was drawing during those years.
Yeah,
amazing.
Absolutely. Neil Adams is one of the best of all time, in my opinion. Is that a chest carpet? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. From his chest pubes down to his balls.
It was the 70s. It was a different time.
Yes, it was a very different time. Chest hair was the best thing ever, man. That's what it was, dude. Everybody got the shirts open. They all look like us, Italians. But anyways, Batman 244.
I'm just saying, there's a reason we have body trimmers in the 21st century.
Yes, exactly. Batman 244, the Neil Adams cover, CGC 94, $630. Up next, we go to video game territory, my type of stuff that I love so much. Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 229. We go back to 2011 with this. This is a Patrick Spaziante cover. There's only 298s on the CGC census, and a CGC 98 selling for only $200, I think, is considered a good price. Although it is a cover price daily shaker, highest sale recorded to date, I still think that's good, especially there's only 298s on the census. Again, you got Supersonic here on the cover. You got the vintage Sega Genesis box look going on over here. I love everything about this. This for myself is totally an awesome grab. I think whoever picked it up for $200, although it's the highest sale recorded to date, that's a badass cover. Nice book.
I can't disagree. I've always been like a Sonic appreciator, but I'm like, I don't know why people are so crazy about Sonic, but okay, I like Sonic. I'm here for them movies.
Sonic's the man. That's what it is. Sonic's the man. But Sonic the Hedgehog 229. CGC 98, especially that there's only two of them, sold for $200. Not too shabby on this one. Sticking with video games very quickly, everybody knows I'm high on Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider 1, we've got the Andy Park cover that hit the highest sale recorded to date in a CGC 98 at $170. I love Andy Park's work, and of course, I love Michael Turner's work as well on the Tomb Raider stuff. We go back to 1999, first Lara Croft in her own title. I love this.
It's a great cover.
It is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's stunning.
If nothing else, it's a great cover. It's, Lara Croft deserves some love.
Absolutely. It's fun to see that people are showing some appreciation. Again, $170, this being the highest sale recorded to date. I've got every cover of issue number 1 now in my collection, which I'm happy about. Are they all 9/8 contenders? No. So I hope to come across some other 9/8 contenders at some point. But I've got this one. I've got the other cover as well. Which one is it? The other Andy Park cover? It's somewhere behind me. I gotta check it. But CGC 98. Love these covers. Love the book. And yeah, man, I know that. There you go. Armin says he's got tons of these. So yeah, if you guys have them, definitely pick them up. I agree with Chad, man. When it comes to the Tomb Raider stuff, Michael Turner for me, Andy Park, and Adam Hughes. Those three. Very simple. I couldn't care which issue it is. I'm buying it solely for the cover. The reads are okay. They're not the best, I'll be honest, but
there were some stories that were good for her.
It's okay again, it's okay at best. But then again, for me, it's really just the covers really speak to me, man. They're just everything. Oh, I love them. So yeah,
they speak to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But Tomb Raider number 1, CGC 98, $170. This being the Andy Park cover. Yes, Finch. Yes. Good call on that one. I like the Finch. But yeah, moving on from this, We got Star Wars Jedi Mace Windu 2003 newsstand. First appearance of Asajj Ventress in comics CGC 98, $1,100. Now, guys, the reason why I'm even highlighting this is because that newsstand premium is quite a significant one. Because when we look at the direct, it hovers nowhere higher than like the $200 mark for a CGC 98. So look at the newsstand premium. Now, again, of course, as we get into the early 2000s, the scarcity on newsstands is very hard to come across newsstands within these years. I believe the print count was somewhere around like 2%. Being newsstands at this point in time. So yeah, I can understand the premium. Am I the type to fork over the money for that? No, but yeah, I'd be happy with a direct for like a sixth of this price. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. First of all, I actually like Asajj Ventress. Again, we have actually seen her in an on-screen in animation.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, I like her a lot, and yeah, no, this is really cool. And yes, I can understand why a newsstand would be a premium for 2003.
Yeah, when we get to the 1980s, etc., when people pay those newsstand premiums, I'm always scratching my head. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, it's like it's the 80s; they were everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So it's always a head scratcher. But when it comes to these early 2000s, I totally understand. So yeah, Star Wars Jedi Mace Windu in a 9/8 newsstand selling at $1,100. Big sale. Yeah, 2003 was a 1% print run. Okay, so yeah, like I said, 1% somewhere around there. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Another artist I love so much is Bruce Timm, and here we have Superman Adventures 21. We go back to 1998, classic Bruce Timm cover. CGC 96 of this one selling at $200. Another amazing Bruce Timm cover. I love this one so much. We've seen it homaged recently. I forgot who the artist was that just recently did this. Man, I can't even remember the issue. You know which ones I'm talking about, though, right? There was two covers that paid homage to this.
Okay, so this one is an homage to the Batgirl adventure issue of Batman Adventures. So already this is an homage to something. But a recent homage, I don't know.
It was Zerdy. Yeah, I feel like Zerdy homage these covers that we're talking about. But yeah.
I gotta look that up. Because I'm really interested.
Yeah, definitely check them out. But again, I love this cover, man. Bruce Timm, of course, like I said, for myself, especially the Superman Adventure stuff, Batman Adventure stuff, I'm all for it. Love that. Grew up with that. So yeah, for me, these are anytime I see this, if I could catch this in the wild, it's a pickup, automatic.
My goodness. But yeah, no, they're great to pick up. They are absolutely great pickups out and about.
You're still looking for it, aren't you?
I'm so looking for it. I'm like, where the hell is this?
Yeah.
I'm like,
all right, we'll let you look because yeah, we've got some more books to talk about. But Superman Adventures 21 CGC 96, $200. Let's take a look back, guys. Let's go just a few months ago. We had Superman: A Friendship Unleashed. That's right, the 2025 Milkbone promotional comic that was included with the box of treats and shipped horrifically for most people. CGC 98 just recently sold for $145 Baker Shaker this week, and we are looking back at this kind of as a reflective because it's only been a few months. And if you recall correctly, man, CGC 98's Cliff were selling for around $1,000 out the gate. What a drop!
Once people realized they could get they could take their busted copy or get a copy at a low price and then press it and get a 9/8.
Crazy
for this 8-page comic book.
Well, it's it's not only that though, Cliff. Like what they did on the Milkbone website, was they dropped it. It sold out, and that's what people started to freak out over. Is it hit the website? It sold out. Then I remember being live on Covrprice. I think we were doing top 10. And when we were talking about the book, we checked the website and there was still copies available. People reached out afterwards, thanking us for, pointing them in that direction. But I had no idea that they were restocking. And so I hit up Love for Comics, who shout out to Love for Comics, who actually got me a copy and slabbed it for me. So huge thank you to you. And of course, Travis, my buddy
Love for
Travis,
Comics.
yeah, that you guys have seen over on this show many times. He locked down a copy for me as well. Now, looking at how quick this dropped, I think those restocks on the website kind of did play part into this coming down rather quickly, because people were acknowledging, okay, either they're printing as we go here or they're holding. We have no idea what's going on, but they keep adding. So, yeah, the value, it started to seem a little less scarce than originally expected.
I mean, you know, that's the price we pay, isn't it?
Pretty much. And here we are now, because the book of Superman and Friendship Unleashed, the Milkbone promotional in a 9/8, is now at $145. It hit highs as high as $1,000. So just so you guys see how quickly.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, knowing that so many went out, but that they were packed in a box of Milkbones, beating up the cover.
Well, yeah, it was in a box with the box of Milkbones. So, like,
yeah.
So
like, you know, so like trying to get a 9/8 of this is still an accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly, Derek. They can print these for the rest of 2025. It's a promo book. Yeah. So, anyways, but one book I love seeing every now and then is, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 301. That's right. We go back to 1988. McFarlane immediately paying homage to himself. Issue 300. Yeah, there's 315 9/8s on the census, but do be aware that there's 7,418 total copies on the CGC census, and just between 9/6s and 9/2s, you're well over 3,000 books. So the 9/8s seem a little harder to get when it comes to this book. CGC 9/8 sold for $1,599. It's crazy to see that price, solely because you can pick up issue 300 at around that price, where you do have the first appearance of Venom, although most will say it's $299. I like $299 as well. But yeah, man, this issue 301, wild.
Again, I feel like 299, 300, and 301 are all very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, I guess it is difficult to get a 9/8. So sure.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when 9/6s, 9/4s, and 9/2s take up over half of the amount.
Yeah, because everyone's playing that lottery. They all play that lottery. They want theirs to be the one. Yep. You know, they're sitting there stroking it with their erasers all gently, trying to make the covers white and as crisp as possible. I've seen them. I've seen y'all doing it.
Shout out to Armin, of course. Armin is one of the best when it comes to pressing and cleaning, man. He's one of the best in the game, and he submits books to CGC often. Like I've been to Armin's house,
and I got to meet Armin at Terrificon. It was great.
Yeah, man. I've been at Armin's house, like just like, you know, dropping off books or picking up books, whichever, and like I'm pretty sure the FedEx truck has a like permanent parking spot in his driveway, because he always has boxes from CGC coming through that door. Bless his wife, bless her soul for having the patience she does, because Armin is constantly you know, working and doing his thing with CGC, and he does amazing work, guys. If you're in Canada, definitely check out Comic Book Corner, and you know, he also has an eBay page as well, where you can see how many books, and he's been grinding is I almost feel like grinding is a smaller word than what he's actually doing. But yeah, so Amazing Spider-Man 301, even Armin himself is saying that he's seen more 9/8s on issue 300 than he has 301. And yeah, CGC 9/8 just recently sold for $1,599. All right, guys, I want to show you this amazing book that I love seeing every now and then when it makes its way. Yeah, not a problem. But The Suit #1. This is from 2014. If you're wondering what this is, the cover, as you could see, this was Jim Lee. And it was for a Make-A-Wish. There was a creator an aspiring creator at the time, with Crohn's disease. And so, kind of how we had that Superman issue with the bar mitzvah, and very few copies were produced. Same thing with this one. This suit was made for this particular person, and Jim Lee was behind this. Amazing to see this because it's very rare. It's you almost never see one out in the wild, or if you do see sales, it's very rare. When it does pop up, the sales are always significant because a raw copy of this book just recently sold for $550. It was a Baker Shaker this week. And yeah, man, this is just absolutely amazing. Cliff, I don't know if you have, or if you're there, if you have anything to say about this one, but for me, again, I love seeing books like this. I love seeing the stories behind these sales. And yes, Derek, I remember this as well over a year ago.
I love what the book represents. I thought it was awesome. That it was a Make-A-Wish. That's fantastic. And I will be right back.
Yeah, not a problem. Take your time. But yeah, so the suit number one, this one from 2014. Derek, yes, like I was saying, you are right. It was over a year ago that it was a shaker. Make-A-Wish for a aspiring creator with Crohn's disease, sold just recently in raw for $550 US. Guys, that was the market report, but hang tight because we've got plenty more stuff to talk about over in the hot topics. Cliff, I already know, is ready. I don't even need to ask him. Let's see if you can respond from a distance. Cliff, you ready? He's not ready. Okay, but anyways, we'll catch him when he gets back. So let's kick it off, guys. It's time for the hot topics. All right, yes, it's the hot topics. I just now noticed that Cliff has his little profile icon as a Spider Boy. That's interesting. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. But hot topics of the week, lots of amazing stuff that took place. Rather not so spicy. So yeah, though, if you were expecting drama or anything of the that side of things, not so much, but some great news and definitely some fun things to talk about this week. Cliff, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Okay, so to kick it off with the first topic tonight, Batman #1 sells 500,000 copies, and I think everybody saw this coming. 500,000 is a significant amount. The blind bags definitely contributed to this, right? And although those 500 copies sold, people were chasing, etc., with the blind bags. Call it what it is. I really hope people read this book because I thought Batman 1 was off to an amazing start. I really enjoyed it.
No, it's good. I love that it's an anthology format and into it even. No, I'm not.
Yeah. No, he's not. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed issue 1, and the 500,000 copies thing doesn't surprise me. Like I said, the blind bag stuff definitely contributed to those sales, and I thought the read was great. So I hope people actually pay attention and actually read the book, rather than just pick up for the cover. Derek, I'm happy you bring this up. We won't touch on anything else outside of the sales when it comes to the Red Hood stuff, but yes, it is starting to nosedive, and it's exactly as I anticipated. It's kind of what I had said last week, and I don't recall if I said it on the top 10 show.
No, I said it last week. I know. I'm pretty sure you said it last week. I know I said it last week.
Yeah, I said that I give this no more than 3 weeks, and then it'll be completely overlooked. I love the Jim Lee cover. I will say that the Lotto cover, a lot of great covers, but I don't foresee it holding the way it did at all. I gave it 3 weeks top. So we'll see. But anyways, one thing's for sure. Batman 1 sold a ton of copies. How many? 500,000. So shout out to DC for that one.
Is that the #1 of the year? Like the most sales of this year?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check which was, but it's definitely up there. That's for sure. But speaking DC, and we're sticking with comics just for a bit, Absolute Wonder Woman issue 12 gets an absolute debut that everybody's been waiting for. That's right. You can see right there. That is Zatanna. And the little word bubbles says like it looks like that she's gonna be going along outside after all, Zatanna. So you can see we're getting absolute Zatanna. I'm excited about this, dude.
I like that she's deemed so dangerous that she is locked up not to speak or even use her hands to do symbols. Nothing.
They've got her completely strapped up, man. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen now once she's free, because they're saying that they're gonna use her to like it says, because I'm going to send you to kill a witch. So here we go. It looks like shit's about to get real.
It does. I'm excited. Well, Absolute Wonder Woman has been great. And it'll be interesting if Zatanna is a villain. Because what a dangerous villain that would be.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. If you guys are on the Absolute Universe, definitely want to keep an eye out on issue 12, because I think Zatanna is probably going to be a villain here. It's looking to be the case. So we'll see how it plays out, but man, I'm excited, like I said, to see Zatanna making her way into the Absolute Universe, and it's going to be as of issue 12. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure if you see it on FOCs, I'm sure we're going to talk about it at one point once it crosses FOC. But yeah, Absolute Wonder Woman 12 didn't actually. I think it did. No, Absolute Wonder Woman 12. What's the release date on this? I feel like it passed FOC already. No, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, cover dates. Yeah, it's November. So yeah.
We got time, people. We got time.
Yeah, we got time. We're in the know before it crosses FOC, so we're good.
Unlike me, who was waiting in a panic for his car to come back from the mechanic. So
but yeah, I'm picking this up, and I just wanted to put that out there for you guys so you're aware way in advance. Speaking comics though, one that actually is getting the axe. Marvel Comics pulls Wonder Man from schedule. No longer.
No longer. I was happy because I saw Wonder Man, not pulled.
Yeah, no, it's pulled, and I find it. I find it strange though, because look, here's how I see things: is that you're looking at this being released in December. This is what they were aiming for, right? That they were going to come out with a Wonder Man comic, but you have Wonder Man the show on Disney that's coming out at the same time. So I figure, those are lying together. They're going to release those together. So does this mean now that we're going to see also the show get pushed? I hope not. You know what I mean?
I'm sure the show will still happen.
Yeah, I hope it's not gonna. I don't know why they're pushing this. I really don't know what's the story behind this. But yeah. Derek, you can't do this to me when I'm live, dude. You know I'm gonna bust and crack, and of course. But yeah,
and cracking. Oh,
yeah, bust and crack, baby. Bust and crack. But yeah, man. It looks like it's getting pulled, and that being the case, like I said, I hope it's not going to impact the show at all. I don't think it would be the case, but I
absolutely don't think it's going to impact the show. I have a feeling they did it for a very stupid reason.
Yeah, honestly, I could totally see you doing this as a Halloween costume. I know you're joking about it, but I think you could pull it off, dude. So yeah, let me know if you're serious about that, because I want to see that. But yeah, man, the show may be next, part of the Disney Plus downsizing. I don't think it's gonna get axed. Again, the comic's not getting axed, to my knowledge. It's just looking like it's being pushed. So if this is being pushed, is it because the show? That's my question. Are we gonna see the show be pushed as well? So I don't know. We'll keep an eye out. But I found this to be very strange on how this got pulled. So again, is it because the Ultimate Endgame stuff is gonna just overshadow it completely?
Probably.
Who knows? So we'll see. But let's move on from this, because talking some MCU stuff, Marvel confirms already that Daredevil Born Again has already been renewed for season 3, and the third season is actually set to begin shooting next year. So This is great news. Great news. It's funny because the Netflix side of things already we've gotten 3 seasons. Marvel just banging 3 seasons out for us when it comes to Daredevil, and I'm happy to see that. I want to see Charlie Cox, and I definitely want to see Vincent D'Onofrio in the MCU on a bigger scale. I would love to see them in movies. will we see them, Spider-Man related, Avengers related? Who knows? But I'm just happy to see that we're going to get 2 more seasons. We already knew about season 2. Now we got confirmation of season 3. Marvel's all in on Daredevil, which is great news. Great news.
Yes, it's great news. And although I got to tell you, season 1 of the Disney version was a bit rough. So, but again, that's just my opinion. My opinion.
Yeah.
Underbred man. By the way, I found the cover, and it's the 2 covers as one Nathan Zerdy homage. That bastard. And now I have to have it. Damn it.
Yeah. You finally found it. It took you fucking long, dude.
It did, dude. It's not apparently this once upon a time. This was common. It's not now. It's not like people are just sitting around like, oh look, you know.
Yeah. But anyways,
ticking me off.
Dan Delatorre, shout out to Dan, man. And I agree with you that the writing and chemistry on Daredevil is exceptional, man. I think it's wonderful. It was great, especially that exchange that he had with John Bernthal in the room with the Punisher. Remember that?
Yeah, that was the best thing of that whole worthless episode. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it had great moments. The actors delivered. The story is a little flimsy. I hope they're really gonna, see. It was good, but like it wasn't. I rewatched the Netflix show leading into it, and the Netflix show is so much stronger if you rewatch it leading into this. Yeah. And so that was to my detriment, right? So see, I hate talking like this. I feel like everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's so negative."
No. Again, you're entitled to your opinion, dude, for sure.
They brought in a great team to correct it from whatever it was. I just feel like whatever it was, too much of that was left over.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I'm kind of happy about, but also slightly bummed about, and I'll give you an example. Like, take my wife as an example. For when she was watching, she's just the casual fan. She doesn't even care for anything that's happening in the MCU, but she was reeled in. Two series that really reeled her in was The Penguin and Daredevil. When she was watching Daredevil, she kept anticipating throughout the entire season Frank Castle. She wants Frank Castle. She wants to see Frank Castle. And then it felt like, we weren't like, every time she felt like, oh my God, it's going to happen this episode, we didn't get it. And then we got the bank scene. And it just, the bank episode. You remember that one? And my wife looks at me, she's like, I feel like that episode was totally left field. Like we were just talking Punisher, and here we are. We get that bank episode.
I didn't care for the fact that what's his name there, Daredevil, the actor, that he was like, oh yeah, I felt like it was weak and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, look, I was like, have some faith in your damn product. All right, have some solidarity. Have some solidarity with your MCU-ness. All right, it's Kamala's father. Let him have a break. Yeah,
I agree with you that they nailed Frank Castle and of course Bullseye. I thought they did an amazing job with that, and I do agree that they butchered Elektra. The hand, Bullseye.
I'll be back. I gotta fetch my car. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But anyways, I'm excited that we're getting a season 3, and I'm looking forward to all the Daredevil stuff. I saw Chia saying in the chat that he thinks for sure we're probably even going to get a season 4. Don't be surprised, and I also would say the same. Don't be surprised if that happens. But moving on from this, yes, Avengers Doomsday has officially wrapped filming. That's right. Now we get all the special effects, the edits, the this, the that, the blah blah blah. One thing that's been amazing for me is that Avengers Doomsday went through all of this filming, and we got little to no leaks up until today, because yes, apparently these were bags that they were given, that was given out. I think it was like one of the makeup artists or something that received this gift as a wrapping gift, meaning that they wrapped up filming, etc. And as you can see on the bag, when she posted this on her story in social media, and I think it was Instagram, you can see some of these characters here. That is rather interesting. So Doctor Doom, of course, you got Reed, you got Thor, you got Sue, you got Ben, you got Falcon, you got Ant-Man, You got Johnny. You look at Loki right there. Yes, baby, let's go. You see so many characters, but man, what stands out to me? Of course, you got Nightcrawler. I'm thinking above Patrick Stewart. I'm not too sure who that is. Could it be that it's like Magneto? I don't know. But to the right hand side there, you've got Beast, and then right under that, dude, Cyclops in the OG outfit right there. Yes, we're getting it, guys. We are getting it. Let's get excited because this was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love seeing that they're gonna be giving us this. And man, we're getting such a wild cast for Avengers Doomsday. To the bottom right, I believe that's Franklin with long hair. I know some people are talking Valeria. I don't. That's not Valeria. It's got to be Franklin. With the long hair. These are the 27 announced chairs, and that's it. So again, yeah, exactly. Chia, it is Magneto that's wearing red. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this. Like I said, these are only the confirmed people that we know are going to be in the film. There's going to be more for sure that we're going to end up seeing probably within this film. It's inevitable. I think we're going to be seeing more. Cobra Commander above Cyclops. Oh shit! Now I can see that, but no, it's got to be it's Beast. Come on. But yeah. The cast looks great. I'm loving the costume designs that we're seeing. Even Namor, wearing more comic accurate clothing, and by that I mean like the later runs that we've seen within comics. So that's really neat. All of them look great. All of them look great. Yeah, Mystique is there. I can't wait. I can't wait. This looks so good. Where's Dazzler? No, nobody wants to see Dazzler. Come on. Come on. Come on. But anyways, moving on from Avengers Doomsday, which clearly everyone's excited for. This is a big conversation because I don't know if you guys saw this. Tatiana Maslany tells fans to cancel their Disney Plus subscription in support of Jimmy Kimmel. So we all saw what happened with Jimmy Kimmel. Again, wherever you guys stand on that, so be it. But she came out and on her socials was saying to cancel Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't think Disney's too excited about her doing that, but it kind of makes me wonder now what's going to be the fate of her moving forward within the MCU. Now, I know that this guy right here sitting backstage has not watched She-Hulk yet, so he's non-biased. Yeah, exactly. He's non-biased. But Tatiana doing this, I don't think was a good idea. I mean, if she cares to keep her role, but at the same time, I don't really care either. If she stays on board or not. She-Hulk was okay. It was fun for what it was, but I don't foresee Disney taking this in a light manner. We'll see. Maybe it's just going to be water under the bridge, and they move on from this, and we still see her within the MCU. I could understand her wanting to take a stand for her buddy there, Jimmy Kimmel, and yeah, it's just interesting times, guys. Very, very interesting times. I liked She-Hulk. Damn it, she needs to lay low. Yeah, exactly, Derek. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're gonna keep her on board. That's the question now. Is after this, will we see her within the MCU? To be determined. But I haven't heard anything ever since, and this happened quite a few days ago. I think it was somewhere around like 3-4 days ago. So we'll see moving forward. But I don't know, man. For sure, people at Disney are punching the air after seeing that coming from her on her social media. So we'll see. But anyways, moving on from this. Oh yeah. PSA is coming to Canada. That's right. It opens its doors October 20th. And here we go, baby. PSA is making its way to Canada. Hey, eyes here, bro. Continue. There's a show going on. But anyways, Yes, Canada. PSA is going to be making its way. So as you can see here, the new Canada-based infrastructure eliminates one of the biggest pain points for collectors: international costs. Submissions through PSA Canada are now duty-free with no additional tariffs or international shipping charges. Collectors can send items directly by mail or deliver them in person at the all-new Mississauga Receiving Center, streamlining the process from start to finish, which is wonderful news. I kind of think it's amazing on PSA's behalf, of course. Like, dude, trust me when I tell you, as a Canadian, it sucks having to send books to CGC or PSA or whatever from here to there, and then now we're paying all these additional fees, etc. But PSA coming to Canada is great news for Canadian collectors, because now you don't got to deal with all of that stuff. I always wondered why CGC never chose to do such a move, and clearly PSA doing this, I think for the Canadian market, at least within collecting, this is a huge plus for them.
Yeah, and CGC is dumb for not having done this sooner. They have one in the UK. Why not have it in Canada? And they better open one in Canada now, because you can't let these people come in and run. What's the expression? Run ransack in your house or something like that. Whatever. Just get in there. Get in freaking Canada. How dare you, y'all? If y'all can go to Heroes Con and slap over the weekend at Heroes Con, you can open up shop in Canada. Get to work. We got things to do, CGC. Things to do, and everyone's already poo-pooing on you. Get in there.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. By the way, chat, I just want to put it out there. That video you saw, that's actually Michaela. She's a hockey goaltender, ex-hockey goaltender. Look at her. Back here, guys. Again, back here. The show is still going. But yeah, the movement, like you said, to Canada and them branching out and opening up shop here is amazing, and it is a great business move from them. I really think the Canadian market is actually gonna be really happy. You know, a lot of card shops here too as well that I know and go visit. They submit, man, and a lot, they have a lot of customers that submit through them, and I'm sure that customers are still going to submit via them, or etc. Because it is a hassle, I guess, to send stuff via yourself or the mail or whatever.
People will say this: CGC actually had a booth in Canada at Ottawa Comic Con, and like, they're like, hey, like, we're not going to do it here, but like, we'll work it out. We're going to work it out so you guys don't get hit with all the extra fees. So I thought that was interesting. So it looks like they're trying to remedy some of this. Yeah.
No, exactly. And I think, like I said, for the comic side as well, now if submissions in Canada are going to be accessible to us Canadians via PSA, I think it could be a game changer. I think it could be a game changer. Do I think it's going to hurt CGC? I think it will a little bit, man. Sure, I mean, you're going to have those that are very dedicated to CGC and still continue to submit to CGC from north of the border. But in the same time, though, it's going to cost us way less.
Armin, you're the official grading ambassador of Canada. Come on, tell us what you think, man. We need to hear from you.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm sure this is, for Armin, this is great, because again, it's gonna lower the costs on submitting for grading. It's really, like I said, man, each book, man, you're looking at like go and return, man. And I'm talking about, like, if I'm lucky enough to submit via Armin, and you get your book cleaned and pressed by Armin, which his prices are very good, but the CGC cost, if you want to send one book or 3 books and that's it, he's not bulking it up with anybody else, like, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. You gotta get away with sending 25 books in a batch, right, in order to reduce costs and then split it amongst the people. Because because otherwise, being Canadian, it sucks, dude. Nobody wants to submit to CGC let's say 3 books at a time, whatever. You gotta wait till a batch fills up and we could send 25 altogether type thing. Whereas now PSA making their way into Canada, I think this is fantastic news for Canadians. Again, whether you love the label or you hate the label, I think some people are going to get pretty used to the label that are living north of the border because, yeah, it's going to be the least.
I hate the label. I'm rooting for CGC to do something right and bust up into Canada. Be like, we're opening it up. We're opening.
Yeah,
you know.
I've asked for this for the longest time, and I still don't understand why they have not come into Canada. Like I don't understand what's the issue, because Canadian market when it comes to comics or a hobby in general, or cards, etc.
Viable, yes.
Yeah, it's thriving. It is absolutely thriving. So I don't know. I just genuinely never understood it.
I was like, this is why soulless corporations don't deserve nothing. All right. If CGC was still privately owned, by regular humans who didn't have to answer to corporate BS, it would be fine. Who is Lando Commando?
That is me. I'm not wearing pants, just to put it out there. But no, I'm uploading another slide that I forgot to upload before the show.
I'm like, are we gonna see? What are we gonna see? Is your channel gonna get shut down?
It's my painted.
Listen to me. That's right, Dan. I'll whoop CGC's butt. I'll whoop them good.
It is my painted pants that everybody's been excited to see, but no.
I love them painted pants. I missed them painted pants from last year.
I know you even called out which side it was hanging on, but
listen, it was noteworthy.
There you go. Happy to hear that. But back to the PSA stuff again. I think this is great for PSA. I think it's a great business move. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. So apparently they're opening their doors October 20th, so in exactly 1 month from now. And let's see how this does on the aftermarket, man. I know PSA on the aftermarket has been holding pretty well, man. It doesn't seem like it's too off from.
I know, but it's still less than. It's still less.
It is. It depends.
And them ugly ass labels are doing them zero favors. You could not spell out Marvel Secret Wars. I mean, get back on the typewriter, you freaking you 19th century doofuses. Like, come on. I can't.
I love it. Hey, man, like I said, for me, I think this is great news. It's easier.
It is cool news.
Yeah, it's easier access for us Canadians. So
and I love easy access, as you know.
Easy, my goodness, I love you. You're hilarious. You killed me. But okay. Anyways, PSA in Canada. One more time, guys. One more time.
Someone should really tell her about the being health conscious with belly rings.
Who the hell is he? Bro, I'm looking at the jugs. That's all I'm looking at. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but right, exactly. But as a homosexual male, I'm able to appreciate her as a human being and think about the choices she's making and how she should best protect and invest in her body.
Yeah. No, nobody. I care about her as a hockey goalie.
Lies.
Yeah. But
I was
anyways.
like, your painted pants are gonna get double painted if you get near those jugs.
Yeah. I'm gonna become 5 feet 11 inches, and we ain't talking the 11 inches height wise. But anyways, last thing I want to talk about that broke the internet, especially over on X. Everybody was talking about this. It was the first look at Absolute Joker in the Absolute Batman comic series, and everybody went bananas when they saw this because, yeah, the look is absolutely wild. Shout out to Jeb, infamous Jeb, for sending over that Joker card that he said was in Dark Knight, where you could see, will the real Batman please stand up? I could see some similarities here. I'm looking at that because, yes, the full photo has the exact same thing on the cover. It's the Joker card, basically. And the design is absolutely scary, dude. Like, I don't know. I look at the tongue.
Every one of all Absolute Batman's villains has been absolutely terrifying. Poison Ivy. It's not even the real Poison Ivy. Just terrifying drone. terrifying Mr. Freeze. Black Mask is the only one who's just been like, ha ha, since we've seen him. You know, Bane is just horrific. I mean, that one cover, he just looks like he's wrecking, Batman's, twunky butt forever. I mean, and now this, and look at that tongue too. Why y'all need to stop creating supervillains with these tongues? Like just stop telling us that our villains want to eat our heroes' asses, because like that's all that's happening. Venom wants Spider Twunk, and this Joker wants Bat Twunk. That's what's happening out. Like Jesus. I mean, who said Joker had to be part Godzilla? But apparently it's a thing.
I love this, man. Oh, even Dan going away with some amazing one-liners here, some zingers. But
I was gonna say, if it looks like my ex-wife, I was like, then her head game must have been atrocious with them teeth.
Oh man, yeah. It's like backing up your car and you just scrape it along the garage door. But
I had one of my teeth shaved down just because of that.
Oh my goodness. But anyways, the look itself, dude, look, I'm excited because the build-up story-wise with Absolute Batman has been amazing, especially with the Joker story. Like, we've been getting like little crumbs here and there, tidbits, and now we're finally gonna get the full reveal. It's Absolute Batman 15, they're saying. I think Absolute Batman 14 is gonna be a sneaky one. Definitely keep an eye out for that. I would not miss the boat. I would start ordering immediately if you're not already on it. We know we just got Catwoman in the upcoming Absolute Batman issue 13, I believe. So I'm staying on board. I'm picking up everything. I mean, I've been doing so out the gate. But I do like that we're getting a totally different take on Joker. Like, this is not at all what I expected. Even when we got Mr. Freeze, dude. I thought the take was great. He looked way more creepier and scarier than I ever recall. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, look, it's clearly a theme that they've been working on with this series. I can't argue with it. I can't.
Yeah. I as a musician though, I know that people immediately tied to this, but I couldn't help think of David Lee Roth. Yeah, a little ain't enough. I'm sure some of you remember this.
I am sure that is the inspiration, because come on.
Yeah. It totally has to be, right? It has to be. But I'm excited about this. I think the design is absolutely wicked. I do get what you mean. It's got that, like, even the tongue itself, dude. I saw it and I was like, wow, it immediately reminds me of Venom. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a very interesting spin, a very interesting take on the Joker in the Absolute Universe. And so far, dude, you've seen him in his chair with all those like baby carcasses. I don't know what's going on in his arm. I want to know what's going on with Joker. And like I said, everything that they've done build up wise, Snyder's done a
we
good job.
saw him as like a normal person on the beach initially, right?
Yeah. And
so like he chose to do this to himself, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, Derek, I could see that, man. He's saying it looks like that Scotty Young cover. That was the What If I'm not mistaken, that he's talking about. But it's wild, man. And like I said, it had people going crazy over on X. It was all over the place. I was seeing social media completely blow up on it. For myself, I think it is such a refreshing take. I one that had me puzzled when I saw the design. I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, this is not at all what I anticipated with the Joker. We all know Joker in one way that we all grew up with, man. Even if we go to Adam West days, you know what I mean? Like, this is a huge change for such a big character. And look, they did pretty much the same with Batman in the Absolute Universe, how he's nowhere close to being from a rich family. Instead, Joker is the one who is
Joker's rich. I was like, all right, that's the game we're playing. But
exactly. It's a complete opposite, polar opposite from what we've been accustomed to for so long, that now when we get Batman being the way he is, and the story that's been given to us, it was such a refreshing take. But Joker is just looking hella scary. I have no idea what's gonna happen here and what kind of a menace he's gonna be. I know that apparently rumors are immediately following after the Joker arc that we're getting in the Absolute Universe. Scarecrow is actually going to be the focus after that.
That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see a more menacing Scarecrow in a world where all of Batman's villains are absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it's such a wild ride, man, and I'm so excited for this. And yeah, I can't stress it enough, man. I hope everybody's on board and reading the Absolute Universe because it's been crazy good, crazy good. Guys, that was the hot topics, but one thing that Cliff actually just sent me the link and I had seen it right before going live. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, man, but rather scary because apparently Tom Holland just got rushed to the hospital, and this was after he was filming a stunt on set, and it apparently went horribly wrong. So they're putting a halt to the filming right now because he had to get rushed to the hospital by ambulance, treated for concussion as well. So who knows what's going on? I just hope he's okay. Seems that, it was rather serious. And so unfortunately that is going to be them pretty much stopping for a bit. I don't know what kind of an accident it was. Apparently I was seeing online also that there was...
They say it's a concussion.
Yeah, but I was seeing online. Apparently, there was another person, a stunt double that got hurt.
Stunt double, and one of my friends in the DMs was like, "He's got a female stunt double." I was like, "Yeah, that ass, man, that ass."
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm praying for Tom Holland. He's my precious. He's one of my precious Toms. I love him. He's Spider-Man. He'll be fine. I was like, everything he's been working out for has been this, not just being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But prepare to endure the near-death experience of being a Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he's gonna be okay. I mean, accidents happen. Yeah, exactly. He's Spider-Man. He'll be just fine. And yeah, very sad news. Very unfortunate because I know that he had taken a little bit of a break, if I'm not mistaken, just recently as well from filming. So yeah. Thoughts go out to Tom Holland, man. It really sucks to hear this news, dude.
I know. Listen, Zendaya's man's got to be okay. They got to give us premium Hollywood babies.
Yep. But take your time, guys.
Just praying for that ass. I'm praying for everything and that ass.
Yeah, 29. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. I had my first.
I can't deal with this.
Yep. But anyways, yes, guys, that was the show. We hope you guys had some fun times. Lots was spoken about, of course, on the comic side, MCU side, all that fun stuff. We also had my brother Steve swing by, still kicking it with us backstage. Steve
always here.
Steve should have been here just to be a face while I was outside dealing with the car.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? I would have felt bad bringing him in to talk about some of these things where he's like, "What the hell are you even talking about? I have no idea what's going on. What is PSA, Steve? What is Tatiana Maslany? What is Avengers Doomsday, Steve?"
Comic book stuff.
There you go. Steve knows best. Love it. But yeah, man, guys, thank you both, by the way, for hanging out. Steve, it's nice to see you drinking something other than coffee. I hope it's not an energy drink.
Well, I got inspired by Cliff, so I got some flavored water.
Oh my god.
I want to say I'm happy to inspire any of y'all that I can to drink your flavored waters, to participate in your communities, to support your local grocers who are taking the time to make quality and affordable products for you fine Canadian citizens.
Yeah. Now, as a Canadian, I'd love to see what it is that you're drinking, sir.
Oh, I'm drinking this President's Choice Free and Clear Golden Peach. It's available at Loblaws. You'll notice that's 1 whole liter. That's a big deal for us down here in the U.S. Us Yanks, we appreciate getting a quality bang for our buck for $1.90 Canadian. So it's like 90 cents American. So we're doing great. And yeah, if you want to find out, Michael Baker, just don't follow me into a parking lot.
Yeah. Or just don't wear any painted pants at a convention when you're near Cliff. But yeah.
Oh, come on, sir. I lifted you up. I twirled you around. I never touched your berries or your twig. You're fine.
There you go.
You smell delicious in public, and you did put your life in your hands, but that was that.
Yeah, you did try to slip a finger though, and you know what?
I did not try to slip a finger. I'm a bottom. Why am I slipping a finger without a request?
Oh man!
Unless I was trying to do a jingleberry.
No, bro. He's gonna use me as a fucking puppet. But dude, I appreciate you so much for hopping on. Steve as well. You didn't have to rock it, but you do every single week since last week, this week. Moving forward, I can't wait. We're gonna hit up the shop and we're gonna film. We're gonna have fun with that, man. I cannot wait to see what it is that you're gonna pull out of these boxes that piques your interest. Cliff, do you have anything that's up and coming? Where can these awesome people find you, sir?
Well, you can find me over on Cliff on Comics on my YouTube channel. I have 2 series. I got Comics and Coffee with Cliff, and I got Comics and Cocktails with Cliff. I've had to do some preempting, so this weekend I'll be in Canada. With family for my uncle's funeral. So I may do a show. But if I do, it'll be probably very last minute. I actually have some membership giveaway stuff that I really want to handle obviously I've been quite distracted lately, and I got to get running back here because, the auditors are coming for work, and, that's going to be scary too. It's a lot to juggle, interpersonal stuff, the world of comic books, fear of keeping your job and earning your annual bonus. It's a whole thing. And, them homosexuals don't make anything easier. It's just, they're just running around, just like shaking their bussy, and you could just smell their bussy everywhere. It's very distracting. Very distracting.
Cliff, I love you. What did you say? By the way, condolences again. I know I told you in private, and I'm really sorry for your loss with your uncle. But you said that you're headed where?
Ottawa.
To Ottawa. Where's Ottawa again?
I don't know. I mean, my family lives in the Ottawa circle,
so,
right?
Yeah, but Ottawa is located.
So it's
where?
not
Which country?
In Canada.
Yeah. Michaela, I had to end it like that. Come on, guys. Come on. She's the best goalie of all time. It's hands down. Fair. Okay. All right. Well, we hope you guys had fun tonight. We will see you, of course, tomorrow. Top 10 over on the Covrprice channel. We've also got New Comic Book Day on Tuesday. We've got Comics Covered on Wednesday and The Shakers on Thursday. All 4 shows, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Have yourselves a great rest of the week. I hope to catch you tomorrow. If not, enjoy your week. I'll see you next week here on Sunday with a new guest.
Peaches.
Peaches.